So, Cosman, nah, I don't have a story today. What's your story? What's your story? Got a story? Local tea places closing down? Bubble tea? What's bubble tea? Is that like someplace you go? Bubble tea. I don't know where everybody is, but some Asian drink from Jello jellies in it. Hey, Dwight. Hey, Digger. What's up?
Hi, Jerry. How are you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, not so bad. Getting a bit rainy. We're expecting the storm tomorrow to hit us.
Storm Badass or something.
Yeah, storm Bannet or something.
No, Badass.
Ron thinks it's called storm Badass. It's bringing 2 months of rain in 2 days, apparently. Nicotine Digger. How are you doing, Cosmin? All right, my friend.
What's up? Hey, Ron. How are you?
Peyton Rail fan. How are you doing?
Hey, Twisted MacGyver. Hi, Ron.
Hi, Christian.
Hi, Jerry.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Sophie Stark.
How are you?
I'm okay.
That's good.
Hey, Dwight. What's up? How's everybody doing?
So you've been out rail fanning again today, Jerry?
Yeah, a little bit. They're pulling up track and lowering it, and I got some video of that. It was pretty impressive process. It'll be out tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, did some things that I usually do on the weekend today, errand wise. Twisted MacGyver, whereabouts are you from?
Not sure.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. No, you don't know where he's from. Twisted MacGyver is.
Yeah, I don't think it's from Mississippi. PA.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Same state as Jerry.
Okay, that's cool. You're from the airport area? So am I.
Probably lives next door.
Wow. Down
Right.
near Taylor Avenue, I bet.
I don't know, but that's pretty cool.
Near the park. Governor Prince Park.
Yeah, I'm in the same area, I guess. I don't know.
Cool.
Give or take.
Door to it.
Yeah, you might live next door to each other.
I'm 7 minutes away. Yeah, you're pretty close to me, probably.
Dwight's from Illinois.
Is that where you're from, Dwight?
But in the Great Plains, it's one of the Great Lakes, isn't it? On the one of the Great Edge of Great Lakes.
I don't know. I don't know. Dwight, are you on the Great Lakes? Are the Great Lakes by you?
No. Chicago is.
Chicago. Yeah, Dwight's like I don't
In the
know.
plains, isn't there? Did he have plains?
I don't know.
Farm fields and that? Because that's where he is, isn't it?
Yes, he's in farm fields. There are people or airport people get any sleep with all? Yeah, I sleep fine. I don't hear them planes. What is that, Dwight? What is that?
Grand. Yeah, Grand T.
I don't know what that is.
Grand Ridge. Blue Ridge.
Grand Ridge. Oh, that's his town. That's his town.
And the cornfield's still standing. Excellent.
And the corn's still standing, huh? Wow. Just so your UPS takes off. Yeah. That's kind of like, where is it, Dwight? Like in the middle of Illinois? Oh boy, I don't know, Digger. Google it and see where he is. Nothing but farms around Dwight.
Plains.
Yeah, I guess it's the Great Plains. I don't know. So MacGyver, are you a N scaler, HO? What do you do? I think I've seen.
A while before they pick it.
I'm trying to think. You're like O scale, like American Flyer, right? Lionel post war. Okay.
Oh, sure. 92 miles southwest of the Windy City.
Yeah.
All right. So he's on the other side of it. He's southwest of
Frank. His name is Frank.
Chicago. All
He
gauge
does
man.
O27 and S, and he's getting into HO. Man, you got a lot going on there, man. Holy Christmas. Huh. I see that you have videos and you show yourself. I don't know if I've seen you anywhere around, but maybe I've seen you at a train store. But now I know what you look like. You know what I look like. If you see me out and about, say hello.
Will you relax, Sophie?
Yeah, would you relax, Sophie?
I don't know what she wants.
You know what she wants.
More food. I haven't even got coffee.
Moses eating her food.
So do you think I should give her some? Just give it a sec.
That's Twist and MacGyver's channel. Go check him out.
Sophie.
I'm going to guess we're really close. What's the C word? Who said anything about the C word? What are you talking about, Blake? Wigwag should just be waking up pretty soon. What you have for tea today, Digger?
Give me. Oh yeah, 3 baked potato. In fact, I had to leave some of them potato tonight. They're that much. Baked potatoes with chili beef and cheese, crushed black pepper and
Oh.
butter. They were lovely.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not far from Ridley Park. I'm close to Essington. I am. Yeah, sometimes I'll rail fan usually either on CSX over by Innaborough High School, and I'll rail fan the Northeast Corridor most of the time at Prospect Park. I've been going to Crumlin lately, so that's kind of right down the road from you. Crumlin. I've been going there lately, just because I like the curve there. But I know where you are. Yeah, but I rail fan all over there, down
They
on
live really
Essington.
close together.
Yeah, there's another fellow, Rick Bailey, Fultz Bailey Model Railroad. He's pretty close too. Yeah, he's probably about the same. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's probably 10 minutes away from you. 5 from me. Yeah, give or take. Well, that's cool. I have cousins in Ridley Park.
Cool.
Yeah, go check his channel out. He's got some cool trains. It's pretty nice because he's doesn't have a lot of videos.
Hi, Tommy.
Got a lot of subscribers, and you can kind of see his pretty much the very beginning, I guess, of his uh,
Right.
layout build. I don't know, but yeah,
He's got a very nice channel. I've just been over and connected with him.
yeah, good. Yeah, he sure does. Hi, Tammy.
Everyone go and
Yeah.
use that link that Jerry's put in the chat, please. Go and check out MacGyver's trains.
Yeah.
So
What can I do? Can I? Let me see. Let me just post it again. And then. Yeah, go check out his channel. Subscribe to him.
good channel, chaps.
Yeah, it's good. You're growing really fast. That's awesome. Well, Lionel, a lot of people like Lionel. Um, American Flyer. A lot of people like those scales. So that's good, man. I got some weathering effect paint on my wish list, and I was wondering if they are any good. Go check them out, Digger.
Which ones have you?
Digger, go check out Dwight's wish list and let him know. Here, I'll post the link for you. Yeah, Dwight has a wish list. Lionel trains often come up at, yeah, they do. They come up at auction a lot. Go check out Dwight's wish list. Yeah, you see them a lot. You're glad people are doing wish lists?
Dwight's wish list.
I guess that's cool. Yeah, it's always nice to find a channel that's new and support them. It's nice to follow. It's easier to follow them along because you can go back and they don't have a lot of videos, so you can kind of see the beginnings of their channel really easily. It's pretty cool. How long have you been doing a layout, Frank? There used to be a fellow over in Ridley, over by the church off of um what's that street? Um Swarthmore Avenue. He was on one of the small streets. The first, I think it would be like the first street back off of Chester Pike, and he had a layout. He used to do the open house tours during like November. He had a cool little layout. Not cool. All his life. Digger, have you been printing?
I've been checking out some programs on Thingiverse, and I've been kind of putting a list together of the ones I'm going to print. So I haven't printed for 2 days, but I certainly plan to be doing so tomorrow.
I think this guy was N scale.
I looked at Dwight's Amazon wish list. There's the paints that you've chosen and that worn away stuff to make it. They're all very, very good. They're all good. They're enamels. They're not acrylics, though. They're all enamels. But
so what does that mean?
That means they're an oil-based or a petroleum-based paint.
Good or bad?
They've got the uses. I use both acrylic and enamels.
Is there an advantage to them?
When you use enamels, if it dries and you're not happy, you can use the thinner and remove it or manipulate it.
So you need a thinner with it.
Yeah, if you want to reactivate it, yeah.
And clean your brush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and a white spirit type of thing. I prefer to use, on plastic at least, I prefer to use acrylics because they developed for that job, and they developed specifically for painting onto plastic and resin. So they're going to work really well, and they do.
So you might not use them to like weather rolling stock enamels.
No.
You don't. But people do, right?
Yeah, I'd maybe use some enamels here and there, like I did on that last video, over a certain part of the acrylic. But yeah, the main advantage of using an enamel oil base is that if it's dry and you're not happy, you can reinvent the paint and it'll come back, by using the thinners. But with acrylics, not Cosmin, if you use the thinners recommended by the manufacturer, because it'll be the same base as the enamel paint, and the enamel paint or weathering fluid that you're applying is developed for plastics, and so use their white spirit or their thinners, and that'll be developed for the plastics. I use AK and I use Vallejo.
So maybe, Dwight, if you talk about what you're going to use them for, maybe somebody can point you to something to use. I don't know.
They are good, but they're all for weathering effects of those.
What are they?
AK. I'll tell you what there is.
No, I mean, what did you say?
They're weathering, they're enamels.
You remove them, Dwight? Tammy likes acrylics. Easy to work with.
They are very easy to work with. there's advantages to both. Acrylics is very quick to dry compared to oils. Though if you're actually painting something, those are fine, but those AK that you chose were purely for weathering purposes. The thick grime, the rust streaks, and the worn away. Just make things weathering rust on the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it works. If you give it a coat of paint that's going to contrast with the weathering that you're doing and the rust that you're going to put on there, it just makes it look better than if you left it unpainted raw PLA from a print. If you paint it like, if you're using oranges, you want a neutral colour to the background, so it contrasts and pushes the rust forward. So painting a pale grey or a pale green, something like that, will make the other colours of the weathering. I use AK like you have in your list.
What do you tell them what you use? Just make things weathering, rust on the bridge, maybe cars and different things. So mostly plastics then, right, Dwight?
I use those AK what you've got in your list, and most of these Vallejo, oh, spin that around, Model Air for the airbrushing.
Yeah, but he might not be doing an airbrush, though.
Right, well, they make the same equivalent for ordinary painting as well.
Does Amazon carry it?
They should do. Just put Vallejo paints. Yeah, and the enamels you chose, if you put this on and let it dry, the enamels are great for weathering it. The worn away that you've chosen in your list is when you want a peeling paint effect and what have you, because you put a colour down, say an undercoat, red, a pale white, and then you put the original colour over the top, but you want to make it the base coat show through. You put a coat of this worn away. You put a coat of that on. It's called chipping fluid and other things by other people. Then you paint your top coat, and you just need a little bit of water on a brush and just gently go away at your top coat, and it'll come away, revealing the base coat underneath. And that's what that's for. So if you put rust underneath as a base coat, and you bring the paint off where it is, it's going to look like the rust is pushing out from behind the paint, you know. So you can get great effects with it.
So how do you think that Vallejo set is? Look at that one. What's up, Wigwag?
Let's have a look. Weathering.
So Wigwag has that kit. Would you recommend Dwight get that kit?
Just go and have a look now.
You should just turn that thing into pork chops and bacon, Tammy.
Rust stain and streaking. Yep. That's absolutely fine.
Do you have to use an airbrush with it?
No. All those are weathering effects. You can use an airbrush, but if you see like the stains running down under the access point for the
Right.
cum chamber.
Right.
If you look at the stain, that's what these actual paints have done. It's a weathering effect kit, is that?
Right.
Everything there. So you'd use a Vallejo or something similar to put your base colour down. Then after that, that's when the weathering kit comes on. But yeah, I've got a few kits like that. I've bought those.
So Dwight, you have that kit already? Hey Ian.
One of Tammy's pigs escaped. I think they've caught it again now.
So he says he has that. So then you don't. Why did you put that other stuff on your list? You got that. That's good enough, right? Digger.
What's that? Sorry, I was just reading those comments.
Dwight says he's got that kit that I posted a link to.
Right, so you've got your weathering paint. All you need is your base coats for whatever it is you paint a colour on the car now, any colour you want, and then those are the weathering paints to use for it.
Well, what if it's already painted and he doesn't want to paint it? He doesn't want to change the color. He can use that stuff just to weather it, right?
You can, yeah, if it's already been painted. It's not, no, you can, that rust you can move about on others. Did you make a special rail depot?
So Dwight says it's not good unless you're doing a tank. I don't think
Yeah.
that's the case, Dwight.
You can transfer that rust onto a train or anything.
Yeah, rust is rust, Dwight. It doesn't have to go in a tank.
It's just that that's specifically designed for a tank in certain conditions.
I think it's just, there's probably more people doing tanks than trains. I mean, if you want to do, like, why would you, like they have, steam engine weathering paints, but
there's a diesel depot weathering set. There's quite a few specific rail track weathering and
yeah, I can't see, rust is rust, man.
But if you're weathering straight onto bare plastic, it's, in my opinion, not going to look as good.
Yeah, so maybe. Yeah, but Digger, no, you took those gondolas that you had, and you just weathered right over the color that was there.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because we were talking about weathering without painting, and especially if it's a PLA from a printer, they look better painted.
Yeah, sure. If it's from a printer, yeah, it's going to look. It needs to be painted for sure.
And some of the plastic kits, if you buy the Airfix or whatever, a Revo, they look better with a coat of paint on. But yeah, if they've already got the base coat, the lettering, you're straight in with weathering, yeah.
That's a good idea. Hey Eric, how you doing?
The powders, I've used those a lot, and I still do use them. They've got a lot of advantages. You can use them to change the tone of a paint by mixing them in. You can use them as a base colour, and then add your own powders to it. I have a few of the commercial powders, and the majority I make myself from pastels. and I mix my own colours in. Sometimes I may use a commercial one as a base.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I mean, I have powders. I like them. I mean, I don't. I've
They've got
never.
to go onto a matte surface. They've got to go onto a matte surface. It's no
Right.
good trying to put weathering on a glossy surface.
You dull
It's not,
coat them and they're good. I like them. I mean, I don't know. I don't do a lot of weathering, but I like how they look. I mean, it's just it's subjective. It's
yeah,
like
it is.
just because somebody does it one way doesn't mean it's right or wrong. One person might like it, one person might not like it. One person may say, "Oh man, you put too much rust on that. That looks like crap." I mean, like, but you know, unless I see stuff out there. I see train cars, and some of them are rusted beyond all recognition of paint. Like you can't even see a paint color because they have such a they're coated in rust and oxide, and they're oxidized so much that you know. So Dwight, you have them already. Use them. Learn how to use them. So
Maybe I'm not.
like
Don't say that, Dwight. You're every bit as good as I am. I'm normal. I'm just ordinary modeler. Where
yeah,
everyone,
maybe Dwight. Maybe you're not. You suck.
everyone can do it. Honestly,
Yeah, Dwight. Listen, like you. Yeah, there's no right or look at the cars out there, Dwight. Like, there's no right or wrong.
it's
There's this.
impossible to do it wrong.
It's just everybody's interpretation of how it's
Like that.
done.
How are you doing?
What's up, Joey? Don't worry about it, Dwight. You'll do it fine. You're fine. Yeah, I'm tough, Eric. What's up, Corey? Nah, like you can't. You seriously can't do it wrong. You really
No,
can't. You can't like. It's not like building a kit and putting the walls on backwards. Yeah, that's wrong, right? Putting the roof on the floor. Yeah, that's wrong. Putting windows in crooked diagonally. Yeah, that's wrong. There's no wrong way of weathering. There just isn't. I mean, like,
no, it's subjective, isn't it?
yeah, I
It's
mean, it's just,
purely up to the artist who's doing it.
hey, Stormy, what's up? Back in Wisconsin, it stinks. Well, you should
Yeah,
have stayed on the road, man. Just stay on the road. Keep roving. But yeah, don't worry about it, Dwight. Just do it. So
hi Corey.
here's an idea, Digger. Maybe you could take those Vallejo type paints or weathering things and make a video and show how you would use it or how you use it to so that Dwight can get an idea of how to do it.
Yeah, I could do that. Do something.
So with acrylic, right? Like you put it on, you don't like it, can you wipe it off?
Not usually. You can't get it off. That is the downside of an acrylic.
Right.
It won't readily reactivate once it's dried, and it's usually better just to go over it with a different colour than try and clean it up because it won't.
Oh, so he's used this before. Oh, Dwight, you'll be fine. Just go weather stuff. Yeah, post some pictures of the tanks if you still have them, Dwight.
Very true, Corey.
And then we can tell you if they're good or not. I'm kidding. Twisted MacGyver. Hey guys, up at the top, there's you see I pinned a link up at the top there. That's Twisted MacGyver's channel. Go check him out. He's kind of new. He's got a cool layout he's doing. He's into O27 and S scale, Lionel and American Flyer and all those scales. Go check them out. Um, I did this. I did the step by step wiggles. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. What's going on, Joseph? I've got a couple weathering videos if that'd be helpful. Yeah, go watch Joey's weathering videos. Digger's got some. Dwight, there's tons of them out there, man. Like, if you weather a tank, like, it's just basically the same principle, right?
Exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Watch a
nothing.
few. That's what I recommend. Watch a few different ones. Watch one of mine and watch one of yours, and learn. The techniques that are out there and stuff.
Yeah, so like here's the thing, no matter what you're doing, whatever it is, the only way you're going to get good at doing it is to do
Me
it.
too, Joy. Winging it and hoping to come out good.
Yeah, I think everybody's doing that.
Yeah.
You tried the chipping thing and it didn't work. Well, I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe you did a step wrong or something, or I don't know.
Can't see if he's there.
What did you do? Chipping with hairspray? I don't know. How did you do it, Dwight? Wigwag says he chips with hairspray. Do you ever chip with hairspray, Digger?
I have done. It does work.
Right. What's the disadvantage of it? In
It's
your
usually
opinion?
a horrible perfume to it, and it doesn't last as long as you want it to.
So it can come off.
It loses its
Adhere
hold. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it loses its hold. I've seen people use it to spruce trees up, and put hairspray on and dip them in so they stick.
Ugh.
But it's not the best. Even the stronghold stuff isn't as good as the glues and stuff. And in the case of the chipping fluid, I've used hairspray once, but I much prefer the chipping fluid.
Yeah, sometimes it's okay to save some money, right? Sometimes it's better to get a product made for what you want to do, um, just because it's made for what you want to do with it. Joey loves the hairspray method. Maybe he's proficient with it. You know, if you're starting out and you're trying something and you really don't know what you're doing, and maybe you leave out a step or something, or I don't know, it doesn't come out the way you hoped it would. Sometimes you get discouraged and think, this sucks, and you don't give it enough time to try it again, to get better at it. You know what I mean? Various
Yes,
grains of
grains,
salt.
different grains of salt, different sizes. Nathan did a video the other day about the salt method that he uses.
Nathan DeLay?
Yeah. And it's completely different to the method I use with salt, but using salt. But it's absolutely totally different from the way I do it. But what works for one person might not work for another.
Yeah, I think they do lick the salt off, Dwight.
I'm not knocking Nathan's method of doing it. I'm just saying he's using it in a different way than I would. And there'll be dozens of people out there
Right.
using it, develop their own way of using stuff.
Yeah, I think, like I said, what's up, Closet Branch? Do get a method, stick with it, and keep getting better at it. It might not turn out right the first time, but maybe by the third or fourth or fifth time, it'll turn out the way you want it to. And don't get discouraged during your learning curve. Listen, you're learning constantly, and if you're not learning, then you know, you're not growing.
Very true.
Wearing a girder bridge, they apply many layers of paint before trying to get the salt off. How did that go? It didn't go too good.
Well, you can make different colours of one-off places, can't you?
I don't know.
Salty snack. Very true, Stormy.
Yeah, we're all awesome. You're awesome too. I
But
learn every day.
go and watch late night weathering videos, and you'll get his method of doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we talking about today? I don't know. Right now we're talking about weathering and all
Are you
that sort of stuff. Weathering mostly right now. Um, what are you talking about? Yeah. So I don't know, Dwight. Just you know, try what you want to do, Dwight, and you know, if it doesn't work, then you know, keep trying.
Yeah, don't lick too much salt.
That's a different kind of growing, Joseph.
Not good for you.
Yeah, try it on something that you really don't care about. Like
I bought a few. The first time I tried weathering, well, I've got a reflection in my glasses. I thought I could see something. I went to model shop and asked if we had a couple of cheap, really crappy wagons and carriages that
yeah,
it could sell me.
broken or missing parts or
Yeah, anything like that to
yeah,
practice weathering. And he brought me a big box out and said, "Give me 20 quid." So I gave him $20 for a really big box. There were motor vehicles, coaches, all kinds of things like that.
yeah,
Wagons, older style wagons, brass built stuff. There were all kinds of stuff in there.
yeah, yeah. So I'm sure you have stuff that you can do it on. Don't start on your brand new bridge that you just built. Start on something that I'm sure you have some um, 3D prints gone wrong that you could try it on, Dwight. I'm sure maybe you have a bridge that you didn't come out quite right. Paint it and try weathering it. And take your time with it, right? Right, Digger?
Yeah, it's I if you like doing it and you like doing the job and creating nice weathering and stuff, it's uh, it's a great thing to do. Just while you're doing other stuff, I sometimes watch a live and be doing weathering, or I watch a video on YouTube while I'm doing some weathering. I used to glue up a cube of plastic pieces, weathered until I like the result. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he'll be fine. I used to glue up a cube of plastic pieces and weather that until I liked the result. So, I'm sure, like I said, you have a bunch of old stuff that didn't come out right, and you can test on that, Dwight. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Ian. Practice. I don't have to practice. Yeah, good old Allen Iverson. But yeah, you'll be fine, Dwight. So you changed your wish list. Maybe get some little tiny brushes for your wish list or something. You know, if you don't have those little detailing brushes, maybe get one of them or a pack of them or something.
Yeah, you'll soon be proficient at it, Dwight. You won't give it a second thought.
Mm,
Yeah, you got to fade out those paints first and make them look weathered and sun bleached.
I personally think fading is as important as grime and rust. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes you don't have to practice, but most of the time you do. Yeah, fading is a big thing. Like, like this car, it really, um, it's a prime for grime, and it's
Change.
really the only thing I think about this car here is it was patched out here, and it's faded. That's about it. Um, it's not weathered or anything. It's just faded.
Yeah,
I don't know how they did it, but this would have been a little brighter of a pink. Uh, but yeah, fading it really changes it because it like kind of
so
rust takes a while to do,
yeah,
to happen in life. So something new isn't going to rust, but something that is faded has more of a chance to rust. Like for instance,
it's a very fine cover of sort of white to make things look sun faded and dull them down.
yeah, um,
Of course.
yeah, it's just a lighter color or white. You could do a real fine mist of white
Yeah,
on the car. You could do a white powder. I've done white powder. Um,
if it's a matte surface, yeah, you can use white powder.
yeah, now like this, right? It's bright, right?
Yeah,
It's new. It's not faded. You know, it's totally different in color, right?
percent
Well,
brand new. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think you would like rust this without fading it, right?
yeah, you'd have to fade it a bit first before you started to rust it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
certainly would.
it just wouldn't, you could do whatever you want. It just might not be as believable. But you
Yeah,
know what? It only has to be believable to you. It doesn't have to be believable to anybody else but you. And truthfully, nobody's going to come along and say, "Oh man, that doesn't look right. You did that wrong." I know a couple people that might, but for the most part, nobody's going to say it's not
no,
good. So Dwight, just have at it. Spray a lighter version of the other color as well, or gray. Yeah. Jerry Phillip is out hunting. He got one this morning. Wow, he's like a
That's
hunting.
deer.
Yeah, he's like a hunting machine.
You got one this morning, option this evening. Wow. So how many will you be able to get?
Yeah, yeah. Unless you're selling them, and even if you're selling them, mm, again, like it depends how much you're selling them for. Like when I was at the train show Saturday, I saw a really nice um, TTX high cube box car that was graffitied and uh, weathered, and they wanted like $70-$80 for it. I was like, yeah, I like it, but I'm not liking it that much. But it looked good. It just I wasn't willing to spend that kind of money on it. But yeah, I mean, if you're trying to sell them and you're trying to get a lot of money for them, then they should be good.
Yeah.
We hope to get 13.
Last till next season, right?
Yeah,
You must need a big freezer for all those.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if they're buying it, then they like what you're doing. So that's cool too, right?
Yeah, it's a little daunting when somebody asks you to do something for them in a specific way, and it's not something you've just made yourself and selling. It's somebody's asked you to. They've usually sent you the model and say, "I want you
Right.
weathering like this type of thing," and that's a little bit more daunting
Yeah, for sure.
because they can always say, "Oh no, I didn't mean that. Didn't mean it like that." You've got to send a few progress photos to them and say, do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ian. That's very nice of you to say.
And there was there was one like the first video I did from um, with the train at Timonium. I just videoed the train at Plumbers Club, and on that train was a lot of weathered and graffitied cars, and it was awesome. Well, the dude that owned that train and the cars and everything, he didn't do any of the work. He bought all of the cars weathered and graffitied and all to the best of my knowledge. At least the one I pointed out to him, he said he bought it. So I'm guessing he bought everything. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's not cheap. What are you waving for?
Joy's going.
Oh, see you, Joey. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping in.
Gary Busey Rumble.
Gary Busey Rumble? What does that mean?
Ramble
Ramble. What is that? What's that mean?
when he goes off rambling.
Oh, yeah. Does he? I don't know.
Oh, my back. Twist.
So that's it. That's it, Dwight. That concludes your weathering for today. 50 some minutes of weathering talk.
Yeah, I think we've covered it.
Yeah,
Literally.
think so.
So, is it hunting season for the deer everywhere at the moment, or just in certain states?
Certain states. Certain states and certain um, types of hunting, like rifle, shotgun, archery. Here in Pennsylvania, uh, I think it's archery season, and rifle season doesn't come in until like around Thanksgiving. New Jersey is the same way. I think now is archery season. Shotgun. They don't hunt with rifles in New Jersey. They hunt with shotguns. That comes in later, and then there's muzzle loader that comes in later. And then they go out, and then archery comes back in the winter, deep winter. So it's all different. Depends on the state, the time. It's Monday, yeah, Monday after Thanksgiving, right? Yeah, yeah. So it's all different, and it's all different. Like some states don't allow you to harvest as much as maybe South Carolina does.
Yeah, depends where you are.
Depends where you are, and then some places will only let you hunt, harvest, say 1 buck and 3 doe, or some places have tags that you can buy to harvest more. It's really just depends on your state.
Right.
Oh, you buy tags? Okay, so they have to buy tags. Well, if you didn't buy tags, what is like your limit? Like 2 deer? Okay, bow from September 15th to October 10th. So what is it now? What is your deer hunting? Um, what would you call it? Form of dispatching. Is it? Are you in shotgun mode now? Rifle mode? Or you're out of archery? 5 doe, 2 bucks. Okay, that's pretty good. And then you could just buy tags and harvest as much as you know, as many tags as you buy. It's anything now. Okay. 1 buck, that's it. Okay, for Pennsylvania. See, it's different. I used to hunt New Jersey, so it was like I can't remember. It was like 1 buck and a doe or something like that, 2 does, and then you could get tags. And some places had lotteries where they only offered so many tags for an area. It's really just, it's like the only people that can do pretty much hunting all the time are farmers on their land.
Yeah.
Crossbow and a 270 rifle. Okay. Yeah, like in Pennsylvania, you can hunt rifle. New Jersey, you cannot. You have to use a shotgun
Right.
as a firearm. You can hunt crossbow archery, but I guess it's more like because of the denseness of it, the denseness of the population, and it's not hilly like Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's hilly, so a bullet is probably gonna hit a mountain before it hits a house.
Mm.
But it's always it's the hunter's responsibility to be ethical about his harvesting and not take shots that they can't do.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a nice deer. Ian sent me a picture of a deer his buddy took. Wow, that's a nice rack, man. Holy crap, that's a beauty. Wow, that's a beauty, Ian. That's a mount. It's definitely a wall mount. He's a beauty. We do not shoot babies. They are with the mom. Yeah, you don't want to shoot them either. Allegheny County is shotgun only. Okay. Well, yeah, so it might be different throughout the whole state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know. I never hunted Pennsylvania. Yeah, it is a lifetime buck. But, I didn't hunt for pleasure. I hunted to harvest and to eat, and it's just it's always I like deer meat. Venison is good, and the state is overpopulated with them. They need to be harvested and hunted. They don't have predators like they once did, and they're just out there populating like rabbits.
Yeah.
So they wind up what winds up happening is they get hit by cars.
Mm.
You know, you know. I see deer around where I live.
Yeah, we
Not
have a
like
lot.
walking down my street, but if I go to a wooded area by me, I'll see deer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of deer as well.
Geez, yesterday when we went up to eat where Ian is, oh man, no exaggeration. I think we saw about 3 or 4 deer dead on the road from somebody hitting them. Yeah. So yeah. So we talk about everything here, Frank. Uh, yeah, we went from this to that. Went from weathering to shooting deer. That's pretty funny. Hmm. So Tammy and her family, they eat a lot of deer. They went through
Mm.
13 deer last year. That's a lot of meat.
Mm. Mind you, she's looking after her husband and two big sons.
Yeah, these kids eat a lot, man.
Mm.
Yeah, you could drop one from your deck. We get deer in the front yard here. I could crack the door and take them out. Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, there's a lot of deer out where Cosman is. Just running around, man, because it was all woods at one time. The deer are still there. They might get pushed a little further, but they're still there. There's just more of them. Just way more. Mm, mm.
Only seen one. Well, they are good at hiding, aren't they, Dwight? Deer and stuff. They're very good at hiding in plain sight. White gold medallion. Winchester. Wow. Turkey vultures. Yep, nature's cleaners, eh? Vultures. Yeah, that sucks, Ian. I'm just going to
Somebody just texted me and asked me if I wanted to do a private varnish car, Pullman car trip from New York to DC. One of my friends, he does car restoration and car work for people, these private cars. And he just asked me if I wanted to do a trip.
That sounds good, Jerry. Sounds splendid, that.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. It costs money, but it's not like a freebie.
So long as it's not too much. I mean, you want some silly prices, don't they?
No, I mean they want $99 to ride the car from New York to DC, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
And then, but I have to get to New York, and so I would need to take Amtrak from Philly to New York, and then Amtrak from DC to Philly back home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of
So yeah, it'd probably be like $200. He was saying for Amtrak, which isn't bad too, because I kind of want to ride Amtrak just to ride it.
Just getting
Yeah.
some coffee.
Sounds like fun. You want to go, Frank? If they don't sell out, he doesn't think they're going to sell out, but yeah, you can go if you want to. I guess I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I always, I always wanted to ride Amtrak. Never rode Amtrak, so at least I get to ride Amtrak, and I'd also get to ride in a private coach, like one of the old coaches. Like I'm guessing, like a Pennsylvania Railroad coach or something like that.
Yeah. Just 1 sec. Last one.
You guys are like the deer slayers.
All right.
Anything that doesn't have a football trajectory is a 308, unless you're hunting elk. Anything from a 243 to a 7 mil is fine. How's a 7 millimeter Remington mag? Is that too big? I like the barrel burners, Corey. What's a barrel burner? What's a barrel burner?
Just getting some coffee. 1 sec.
Leave the house since Christmas of last. No problem, Frank. That's okay. No problem. Basically a semi-auto varmint rifle. Yeah, 223. Oh, fast bullet. It's fine too, Jerry. Okay, that's a big caliber then. 223 is a good caliber, right, Corey, for deer? So, I see a lot of guys shoot wild boar with them, like boar, wild boar, um, coyotes. See dudes doing coyotes with it. Where's Ron, Digger?
She's gone to bed already, Jerry.
She didn't even say she was going to bed.
Did she not?
I didn't hear her. Nah, Digger's making coffee. What's up, Robert?
I'm done. I'm done with the noise now, chaps.
Look at Ian. Ian's like he's like a gunny sergeant. Ian, were you a gunny sergeant or something? Is Digger invisible? Yeah, he is. He painted himself with invisible paint.
I'll be one sec.
He's making coffee, Robert. He'll be right. He'll be right here. Digger is the invisible man.
Yeah, very invisible. You'll see me fat butt in a minute as I come back on camera.
Yeah. I think, it's again, I go back to the ethics of hunting. You need to be a good hunter to go out there and harvest animals. You just can't go out there and just shoot like you don't care. It's uh it's a responsibility to harvest an animal and do it ethically.
Ethically, yeah.
Yeah. He's friends with Claude Rains. Why? What's Claude Rains for? What's that? What's up with Claude Rains? You know the movie
Hi,
Open
Robert.
Season. My first deer I ever shot was a one antler stub. Still weighed in at 143 pounds. I was so happy. No kidding. Tommy's a deer slayer too. Yeah, you guys are harvesting deer to eat them. Yeah, I would never shoot a deer and leave it. I mean, like if you can't find it, that's one thing. But
All right, even the invisible man.
Claude Rains was the Invisible Man. Okay, I guess that's who he is then. What's up, Robert? What are you doing? What's going on? Man, Robert, that oil platform tank thing majigger that you're doing, that thing's going to be huge. I've never seen one so big. Have you seen them that long where you are? I've only seen them like they have one here, not too far from me, and I think it only does like 10 or 20 cars. I guess that's pretty long. I don't know. Really don't know. Then out to the shed. Based on a prototype. Okay. Robert, how far is your shed? A mile away? Because you got like probably 800 acres. He lives in Texas, Digger. He's got cows, horses.
Texas, yeah. Ow.
He didn't hear a word I said.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Go to Texas.
That's all I said.
Why? I did. I've just had to tie up some loose ends. That's all. I wasn't looking at the screen. Stretch has got a big piece of land, hasn't he, with his house? And Mom and son have land.
Yeah, I think so. Stretch has a good bit of land. Tommy has some land. You sound like Sam. Oh, when I said you didn't hear me? Yeah. I'm talking to you, Ian. Didn't you hear me? Tammy will clean it and cut. She can't. I climbed a tree stand once. I didn't care for hunting from a tree stand. I used to hunt from a ground blind. You know, I don't. I'm not bragging or boasting, but anybody can hunt from a tree stand. It's when you hunt on the ground and you're eye to eye with whatever you're harvesting, that takes a little bit more effort and I don't want to say skill, but stealthiness.
Yeah, you're going to be able to sneak about
Well, I mean, you're not sneaking. You're sitting.
like
You
a
know, you're
deer.
sitting. You're on the ground, so you're at the animal's level. You have no advantage being
Apart from a
above it,
rifle.
right? Well, I didn't hunt with a rifle. I hunted with a bow and arrow. So, I mean, it's like that's
Wow,
harder.
Native American style.
That's harder than hunting with a rifle.
I can
Uh,
imagine.
so, I mean, like when you're hunting on the ground, it's even harder. Yeah, so it's you're sitting in a camo tent. No, I wasn't sitting in a camo tent. All I had was like camo blind material in front of me, and
No problem, Dwight.
yeah. Oh, no problem, Dwight. That's what we're here for. Yeah, no, I wasn't drinking beer and watching a deer hunting show from the comfort of my hunting tent. I mean, some people have like hunting blinds that are like got heat in them, and they're like little building shacks up in the air. No, nothing like that. Very true. Philip likes ground blinds, gra- ground stands. But yeah, I like ground. I like the ground. It's like here's the thing. Like my thing was, I was afraid of heights, so it was like in my head I was like, I want to make it fair. I want to make it fair for the animal, right? I'll get on the ground. I'll hunt with an arrow, bow and arrow. So it's like, he's always got the advantage, right? It's just how it is. But I just want to give him more of an advantage. I don't want to like I can't I despise people that hunt bait piles. That's illegal, but I despise those people.
Yeah, it's a bit sick, isn't it?
Yeah, I really I despise them. It's like you're not giving any animal that you're hunting any chance when you're going and you're hunting over a pile that he's coming to eat at. Like, it's just, and if you do it, that's fine. I
It's a
just don't,
cowardly way of doing it, isn't it?
I just don't see no type of advantage. I don't see how it's fair. It's like, it's just not fair. Like, I mean, yeah, it's like, there's no, yeah, it's not, to me, it's not ethical.
Yeah, the deer's got used to having a meal provided there
Yeah.
in
I mean,
safety.
like, yeah, sure. I
It
mean,
gets
like,
to relax after a while. Nothing's going to happen here because I've always come here and it's safe. They just feed me. And then it's relaxed about it and it's not got its wits around about it.
it's different in the fact, Cosmo, that he can't jump in and catch the fish. Like you need a lure, and just because you have a lure, Cosmo, doesn't mean you're going to catch a fish,
No, it's different because
right?
you're not providing the fish
Yeah.
with food for
So
weeks on
like,
end.
so
Right?
what happens? What happens with the deer is they live in an area, right? It's your front lawn, Cosman, right? And that's where they live. So they're used to coming to your lawn and eating every day. Right? Fish are just they're just about, and uh, they could be anywhere or nowhere. So like to present a lure to a fish is like it's like it's hard enough doing that, let alone catching one. But it's pretty guaranteed that if you sit at a bait pile, uh, that deer is going to come along and eat at it, and you're going to have the opportunity to harvest it. It's just how it is. It's different. It's not. I understand what you're saying, but it's definitely not the same, man. It's definitely not. Like the fish has
No,
just because you have a lure doesn't mean you're going to catch one. It's how you work the lure, how you present the lure. I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, your chances are better than jumping in there and trying to catch them with your bare hands. But still, baiting is legal in private land only here. Yeah, it probably is here too. I don't know about Pennsylvania. Maybe Corey would know. I don't know. But
that's the one, Ian. If you're growing a crop and they come and eat your crop, that's completely different than
so you grow a little cornfield and all good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know, you got to grow a little cornfield, and then at that point, it's not like it's just not worth all that hassle, right? Hunting with a 50 cal is actually more ethical than you think. 50 cal is a rifle is only available as a bolt. There's no suffering whatsoever. Yeah, but I would like to like harvest the meat. I don't think that a 50 cal would keep much of the meat around. I don't know. Never shot one.
So Jerry, if you hit the deer with an arrow
Oh,
and
yeah.
you got to it and it's still alive, how do you dispatch it then? Do you shoot it?
I never had it happen. I guess you shoot it again. I
Well,
never
with
had it
another arrow.
happen. Yeah, I guess so. Like I've never like you. I mean, they'll like they're not going to drop right there on you most of the time. They're going to run and bleed out and die somewhere. So you got to track them. It's when the bloodhounds come out, Digger. What's up, Jeffrey?
Hi, Jeff.
Yo, Jeff, I got some video of them doing work on the track up here. They started taking it up and lowering it and putting it back down. This is a good video. It's coming out tomorrow morning. But yeah, I don't see no. To me, there's no. It's just not. Yeah, it's not fair to bait deer and hunt them. People do it, but every deer I shot was within 150 feet of where it was shot. Just adrenaline. Yeah, but you're shooting it with a rifle, right? It's just like it's a lot different with a bow and arrow than a rifle.
Is there more chance of messing it up with a bow and arrow than there is with a rifle?
Oh yeah, yeah, sure, 100%. Yeah, because I mean, like like bow and arrow. Now bow and arrows have come a long way from when I've hunted
Either.
with them. Now they're faster, they shoot flatter, so that means maybe you get a little more distance, but you're always like you know you're guessing distance, you know, and you're. I mean, there's things that will help you with distance, but I didn't use none of them. I shot with no sights on my bow, so like I didn't have sights on my bow,
Wow.
so it was like I chose not to have them because I didn't want to get comfortable with or be handicapped. I would say uh, by setting pins at different yardages and then trying to figure out, well, geez, you know, it's more process thinking. Well, he's about 63 yards out. I got to hold my 40-yard pin on him higher, So me, it was just it all just happened. It all just happened instinctively. It's instinctive shooting, like the
Yeah.
Indians, basically. And it was And like I used to shoot it every day. Every day I shot, you know. So it's like you when you do something like that, you have to shoot every day. And I didn't I never I've shot not at animals at like 60 yards, but I wasn't proficient at 60 yards, you know. So would only shoot where I felt comfortable shooting. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like so. But yeah, I mean, it's yeah. I mean, shooting archery now, I think is different. Now you got crossbows; they're faster, they're flatter shooting. You know, because you have arc with older style bows.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, so bow hunters are, you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bad bow hunters can really maim deer, and that's where it comes to ethics. You know,
Mm.
like you shouldn't be shooting deer um, at 60 yards if you're only shooting used to shooting 40 yards. It's just not right. You know, it's just never goof enough with. Uh, I was never good enough with a bow to hunt. Yeah, I mean, and the only way you get good at it is to shoot a lot. And I shot every day, no doubt. I shot in my garage when I couldn't shoot at like my friend's house or something. Like we would shoot every day, man, every day, every day. Yeah. So I mean, you shoot enough and you get good. And one of the nice things about shooting archery is you walk down and you retrieve your arrow. You can't do that with your bullets.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money. So, you know, that was the good thing about it. Hey, it's cool. I'm looking for it there, lowering the track bed and then the track blades, so double stacks. Yep. Yeah, bad bone. Yeah, red. Yeah, but I loved shooting archery. Archery was fun, man. Archery was like that was fun, man. That was like great. We used to go and shoot in leagues and shoot 3D courses, and it was just fun, man. You go out with the guys on a day or a night, and if you're shooting indoors, it was nighttime usually, and shooting outdoors, you go shoot on a Saturday or something or a Sunday
Take
morning.
care, Tommy. Bye
Bye,
now.
Tammy. Have a good night. See ya. It was fun. It was a challenge.
Mm. Yeah, I can see it being very
Yeah,
challenging.
it is. And like, you're shooting and you're just like shooting bullets, you want groups. The tighter your group, the better you are, man. And you want tight groups, man. Like you want tight groups. And like you can just get proficient at it. And it's just like it just comes, man. It just comes. It just happens. And like, I had talked about um, when I decided to shoot archery, um, I had friends that were shooting it, and I could have just had them teach me, but I went and I took a class. It was like 6 week, 12-week class at the local archery range here, which was only like 10 minutes from me, or 5 minutes really. And I went there every, say Monday night for a while, and they taught you the proper way to shoot. And like, and that was like the difference. That because I'm sure that I could have picked up a lot of really bad habits from the beginning that would have been hard to overcome
Yeah,
later,
that's true
right?
of a lot of things.
Yeah. So going that route, I learned proper technique from the get go. It wasn't like, oh, here's your bow, here's your arrow. Let's have a go at it. It was like you're learning everything. It's like why you're doing this, why you're doing that. So it's like it made me a better shooter. Where say my friends that were good shooters, but none of them never shot like me. None of my friends ever shot instinctively with no sights and things like that. And like they always had an advantage over me, sort of, but I thought I had an advantage over them. And, but I mean, in the end, it's you're all just doing the same thing. Your path is just a little different. You're weathering with acrylic. Somebody's weathering with enamels. Your path is just a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, I always thought shooting those.
What method? You can use many methods, can't you?
Yeah, I always thought hunting with a rifle was easy, Ian. It's too easy. It was like there's pretty much no challenge. I mean, and there is a challenge to it because it's not like your situation isn't perfect out there in the woods as it could be at the hunting range, at the archery range, in your backyard practicing. You got a lot of variables out there in the woods. Branches, the animal doesn't always stop where you want it to stop, and you're not at the right angle. He's not at the right angle. So there's a lot of variables out there. See you, Steve. Have a good night, buddy. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Steve. Bye.
Well, yeah, that's it.
What to consider? I don't think I could be good enough to hunt with a bow.
Well, maybe not now, but maybe when you were younger.
Maybe, but definitely not now. It'd have to be a rifle.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't hunt with an bow and arrow now. I haven't did it shot in so long. I mean, I have it. I guess like once you start doing something, once you've done something, you have that picture of how it's supposed to be in your head, right?
Yeah,
I know that I could do all my form right, but I'm sure, like, it would take me a little bit to get better.
yeah, get your accuracy
Yeah,
back.
yeah. But I have no interest in it now. So, yeah. Women are, yeah, there were some women that shot archery that were really good shooters, man. And women just are, they're better, I don't
Joan
know.
of Arc was apparently a very good archer.
Yeah, I mean, they're just better, man. Whatever it is, they're just better. I don't know. I guess because they're really not showing off like, like men would or do. I went rollerblading the other night. I was able to do it. It was 18 years since I last did it. Yeah, that's,
Wow.
that's pretty good. You didn't break nothing? That's pretty good.
I, I I've been on roller skates, but never roller blades.
Yeah. But you've done it before, Ian, so that's like you have that motor memory built into you. You know, maybe doing it now if you've never done it might be harder. It's finding more and more that women are better. Heavy equipment operators too. Really wonder why. Wonder why women are better heavy equipment operators. Ah man, I saw these dudes today, man. They were running heavy equipment. They were pretty awesome. They're pretty good. I don't see no women running them, but I'm sure they're. It's like anything else. I'm sure there's better women truck drivers than men, and better women being women than women. But there'll never be better men being women
That's
than
true.
women.
I could never figure out roller skating. Well, rollerblades is a lot more difficult, isn't it?
So like you don't roller skate, but you can roller blade. That doesn't make no sense.
I did roller skating as a youngster. Thankfully, rollerblades weren't really a thing.
I would think, yeah, back then. I remember when I was a kid, they used to have these roller skates that you strapped onto your shoes or
Yeah,
your sneakers. You remember them?
yeah, like a frame that
Yeah,
clipped on at the front. So
yeah,
those are the ones I first ever had.
yeah. They're the first ones I ever tried on. And then I fell, hit my head, and that was the end of it. I never did it again.
A
Gave
wise.
them away. Yeah, I was like, nah, it's okay. It's not for me. Yeah, but I remember those roller skates. It's kind of a fitness thing. What does that mean, Corey? So are fat women not as good as skinny women?
No, it says it's a finesse.
Oh, finesse thing. Oh, okay. Finesse thing. Hmm, I guess so. So, Corey, if you're a male operator of heavy equipment and you're really good at it, what does that mean? Does that
It
mean,
means
Corey?
you've got finesse. You've got the finesse of a lady.
Does that mean you're like part girly man?
I always thought heavy equipment operator was a very masculine occupation.
Yeah, you would think so, right? Big piece of equipment, big truck drivers, a big truck, big, you know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't translate very well. It doesn't always work the way that is. Yeah, the skate key. Can't find the skate key. Ugh. Got good finesse with the machine. Yeah, Ian's operator. He operates that boom, and the chainsaw. You gotta be pretty finessey with that stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. Digger, did you do anything today? Yeah.
Not,
Maybe I
not too
asked.
much,
I
to be
forget.
honest. Um, I've been talking to my brother again. He's needed me a bit of my time today again, and
Okay.
I got some things in the post that were free, and I'm a member of the forum, railwaymodelers.com, and it's a British forum linked to scale model scenery, but there's people from other countries there, and somebody had a surplus of wagons, and they said whoever wants them can have them, and
Well,
I
that's cool.
volunteered to have them, and he sent them, and I've got three like this.
You didn't know the guy, right?
Not really, just through the forum, you know.
Nobody else wanted them.
Yeah, but they weren't quick enough. He said the first one too says they want some to put on the layout. Can have them. So I said I'd like them. They're quite well detailed, you know. They're not a shoddy thing.
I'm surprised nobody else wanted them.
Well, a few did, but it was too late because I volunteered first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You were quick on the draw.
But yeah, a fella commented a minute or so after me and said, "Bloody hell, Digger, you were quick," and I could have done with them. So I wrote. I said, "Well, it's all right then. You have them if you need them. You have them."
Yeah, you're so right, Ian. Women are good multitaskers. They're driving at 70 miles an hour on their phone, texting and doing makeup.
I'm putting the lipstick on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't want to be by them, but they're pretty good. Yeah. Oh, shoot. So you're going to lightly weather those cars, huh?
Yeah, I'll just make them look used.
What are you
But
going to put in?
they'll go on the goods line on the layout.
I know that. What are you going to put in them? Anything or no?
I'm, I'm not sure. They were originally, you know what I was going to do? I was going to look it up, the history of those three particular wagons to see what they actually got used for after coal. It's called a coal fish wagon.
Yeah, I saw that on your photo that you sent me. Does it mean they had coal in there?
Yeah, it's for coal. They call them all after, there's a reason for it, after marine animals, sea cow.
Is
And
there are there chutes on the bottom of them?
not on these, no. On the
How do you
big one, on the sea cows and stuff there is.
how do you think they emptied them?
These would have been either manually or mechanically with a grabber in and out.
Oh, really?
Sometimes at some places they could take a coal wagon in and it'd latch onto some machinery, it'd tip up to empty it that way, usually at the power stations, and then lock it back and they'd drag the next one in and do the same again.
Hey, Anthony. Sorry to hear about your bra wire getting hung up in your pump. Not your bra, but you know what I mean. Thanks for stopping by.
I am,
Sleep well, my friend. Now you can rest easy. Your washing machine's going to operate properly.
yeah, yeah, at least you got it fixed. At least you got it
Yeah,
fixed.
those damn women and their bras and their wires. Yeah, yeah. It was a good day, Ian, chasing those trains. Did you ever find out what was up with um, that movement of the passenger cars? Yeah, it was a pretty good thing that we went to Outer Station first and started our day there. So got to see the passenger trains get moved. That was pretty cool.
Mm,
There were those dome cars, Digger.
very nice, those observation cars, aren't they?
Yeah, they're beautiful. I don't know what they're like inside. I'd like to see what they're like inside. I think Ian's been in them. Oh, but they're beautiful. Yeah.
A lot of money. A lot of money in them.
Oh yeah, man. They restored them. So I don't know what kind of condition they were when they got them, but they made them look really nice now. They were
Yeah.
nice, I'm sure, when they got them, but
They were
yeah,
built in an era where luxury and craftsmanship and meant something,
yeah,
and appealed to people, and you felt like you were getting your money's worth
yeah, for sure.
when you were in the
Well,
opulence like that.
you got to think of it this way, right? Back then, there were a lot of railroads, a lot of passenger railroads, and they were all competing for you and me and everybody else. So everyone had to outdo the other and be nicer than the last one or the
Yeah,
other one. So they were all like, they made nice stuff. You come to my house with a trailer, I can give a lot of workout machines to keep you in shape.
the Pullman experience. That's right, Corey.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The Pullmans.
Do you have Pullmans over there?
Pullmans? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we have Pullman cars. Pullmans, they came from here. Pullmans used to be built here.
Yeah, they did. You're right.
I forget the guy's name. Bobby Pullman.
No, it was Bill, weren't it? Billy Pullman.
I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so yeah, those cars are nice. It's a nice
Mm.
railroad they have there. They take a lot of pride in their equipment and their buildings, and yeah, people seem to like working there. Ian, you should stop in to Port Clinton and get a copy of the latest um, um, newsletter that they have there. You might find it interesting. They're talking about that. They have an article about that new plant that they did in Nesquehoning, I think it is. That new property they built there or acquired. Digger Pullman Freight Car Building was headquarters 15 minutes from
Cool.
Quarry. Yep.
Do you know they were a massive outfit, weren't they, at one time?
Yeah, huge. Kind of like Bud. Like Bud was a huge one too. But yeah, there were a lot of them, man. A lot of manufacturers that did that sort of thing all around the country.
Yeah, that was in the heydays, wasn't it? You know,
Yeah,
when everything was good.
yeah. I mean, because you got to think about it, right? Like back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, the only mode of transportation was rail of some kind. You know, whether it was trains or trolleys. That's it, man. That was it.
Mm.
Like, not everybody had cars when cars came out. They had horses, and
Pony and Trap.
you know. But what's up, Deep Run
I,
Mike?
I,
How's it going? In fact, the city of Butler police shoulder
that's
patch was
cool,
a
isn't it?
Pullman hopper.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Does it still have a Pullman hopper on it? I'd like to see that. Butler police. I'd like to check that out. Butler Police Department. Butler, PA, not Butler, New Jersey. Wonder if they still do.
So will you be able to get into them carriages at some time and have a look inside them, Jerry?
Those? If I go ride there, yeah. I think I think Ian's been in them. Ian, Ian, you still here? Nothing much is up. What's up with you, Mike?
No, and a
Ian's
lot
been in them. I don't.
a
They're
variety
like
of topics
they're
tonight.
passenger cars. They're passenger cars. So it's not like there's like you know tables. I don't know if there's tables in them or you know they're not like they're made to hold people, not like 10 people.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're nice in there.
I'm just judging by the outside appearance, you expect it to be really nice inside.
I guess it just depends what you expect.
To
You
be
know,
honest,
if
to
you
be really
expect,
nice.
if you expect probably dining tables and lounge chairs and uh,
No, I don't think they'll go that far, but I think
yeah,
it'll be very
I mean,
tastefully built
yeah,
inside. You know, in that era, things had to look good as well. Like
yeah,
the cast iron work, it wasn't just plain old functional cast iron. They just put fancy patterns and
right. It was
flowers and
decorative.
prints.
Yeah, it was decorative where it needed to be decorative. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. I mean, if I go ride them, yeah, I'm sure I would like to ride in them just to see what they're like. But yeah, they're nice. And they have
Yeah,
some older cars too. You can tell like the older cars from the newer cars. 1960, my mom, my 1 year old brother rode the passenger train from Mass to Charleston, South Carolina. I still remember the stock of a train running the other way. Wait, the shock. Yeah, I bet, man. See you, Corey. Enjoy your
take
dinner.
care, Corey.
Have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I don't know where Ian went, but he
Yeah,
just
being walked up by a fast train in the opposite direction.
yeah.
Well, it make you jump on it.
Yeah, it'll startle you, right? Hey, Wigwag, how you feeling? How's your wife doing? Never calling her your lady. Okay.
Lady.
Even if she's not your wife, I'm just not calling her your lady. My guess would be that it was one of those Pullmans. Probably was, Mike. From Massachusetts to Charleston. I wonder do you remember who the railroad was? Was it Pennsylvania, probably? Pennsylvania Railroad? I would think it'd be Pennsylvania Railroad, but I don't know.
Wonder when the observation car was first ever built, or went into service. Because it
Like
would be a good idea, because you can go up on that top level and see all around.
the dome cars. I don't know. I don't really know. You probably Google it. When did they make dome cars for the trains? Let's see. Beginning in 1945, dome cars were primarily used in the United States and Canada, though a small number were constructed in Europe for Trans-Euro Express. Pullman Standard and American Car Foundry. They were manufactured by the Budd Company, Pullman Standard, and American Car Foundry. Here's all the information you ever want to know, Digger. Right here. Right here.
So it was the 1940s.
Yeah. Yeah. That came as two links, didn't it?
That was for New York City F7 train set that year.
That's stupid.
Cool.
I don't know.
My first train set was an F style. It was Santa Fe. I wish I still had it now.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe it was New York Central and then you got on something else. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about back in the 60s. But yeah, 1949. And like, I guess everybody's cars were different. Each manufacturer did them a little different than the others. I don't know if one was better than the other or what.
I've got a question there from Jeff. How long have you enjoyed trains, and how long have you been modelling trains? Well, I've always liked trains, and I lamented the fact that I didn't live near a train line when I was younger. And later on, my parents moved into a larger town for a while, a city almost, and there were a lot of trains nearby. So I saw those quite a few times then. But I got my first model train set when I was 10 years old. And that was a Santa Fe. I can't remember who made it. And mixed goods. That's good, Tammy. And it wasn't until years later I went and got a girlfriend, got a wife, got a family, and you do all that stuff. And I've only started back modelling trains and having a layout for about 5 years now. About 5 or maybe 6 at the most. 6 years, I'd say, at the very, very most.
Tammy's back?
Yeah, you've got 2 more. So he's got 3 today and 2 already. That's 5 so far.
It's like a machine. He better start wearing like a blindfold or something. Close him one eye. He's got to give those deer a chance. Maybe you should jump out and run after him. don't know. Jeffrey, what's up? And down there in Dover, what's going on in Dover? City of Butler, 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 Butler Police Department. Uh, Tammy keeps sending me pictures of dead deer.
I think I may have got another.
You got one too from her? Dead deer? You better erase that. Your wife's not going to like that, Digger.
Yeah, some more little grey ones in it.
Your wife's not going to like that stuff.
No, we have a lot of deer at the farm.
Do you?
Yeah,
Does anybody hunt them?
no,
No?
not where we are.
So what do? They just multiply, huh?
Yeah, in certain places where they've reintroduced the wolf, and that were in Scotland first, they've changed the dynamic. Forests have started growing back, whereas the amount of deer before got out of control. They were eating all the tree saplings and stopping the cycle of the forest. So 100 years without wolves, or more, 200 years in fact, without wolves, has allowed the deer population to go ballistic. And we're even got a lot of deer that aren't native, little Chinese muntjac deer. And they got out, and there's lots of them about now.
Really?
There'll be a few people hunt deer, but not in the amount like there is over in the States.
I think you need to harvest more of them.
Yeah, I think there's a balance, and once you upset nature's balance, you've got a job on your hands to control things, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know, with no predators, you've got to take over that role of predator yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Tammy, do you guys cut up the deer yourselves? Do you make like ground meat and all that stuff?
No, I think they send them for processing. Tammy said they send them for processing.
They send them somewhere and they turn it into like all kinds of different cuts of meat.
They must get to keep the pelt then.
I don't know. Does anybody care?
And the antlers. Well, yeah, do they not use the fur?
I don't know.
Do they use the fur, Tammy? Tammy will not.
I don't know. What would they use it for?
Clothes or something, I don't know. Make a fur hat for someone, or things that girls wear, you know, them muffs what girls put their hands in during winter. I don't know what. It's a shame to waste it if you've got it there. Process it and use it even as a rug.
Think?
Yeah, and the antlers as well, you know. Stick them on the wall above the front door.
Yeah, well, you know, people sometimes mount them, hang
Yeah,
them
they
on
do.
the walls.
Yeah, I've seen them used for all sorts, walking sticks and everything.
Yeah, so
don't get out as much as I would like. I don't get out so much either, Jeff. Walking about's a terrible, terrible difficulty for me these days. It really is.
Today's Thursday. I don't know why. Stupid Amazon. They're telling me today that my package was delivered today when it was delivered on Tuesday. If they're letting me know that it was delivered. The package is arriving today, it says.
Wow, and you got it 2 days ago.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I get a parcel, and about an hour later, I get a text message to say the parcel's been delivered.
I'll tell you, man. Yeah. So I ordered something. Uh, the hubcaps on my truck, right? One of them came off when I was driving down the highway going to the train show. So it broke and shattered into a million pieces. So I ordered some new ones. And, well, they came Tuesday. I opened the package up yesterday, and one of them was all scratched up. So I contacted Amazon, and they're supposed to send out new ones. Well, I got to ship the old ones back too. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that it is. Having to post stuff back, it is a right pain in the
Some of it's easy, and then this is a pain in the ass because I got to print the label. Usually, I just go to the UPS store, drop it off, and they do everything else. But now they want me to this. I guess it came from somebody not. I don't know, but anyway, it's not going back to Amazon. It's going back to whoever it came from, and they
Yeah,
won't.
so it's
won't
somebody who
be,
sold it
yeah,
on Amazon
yeah,
or
Amazon,
something
yeah.
from Amazon's warehouse.
Yeah, so now I got to print a label and all that bullshit. Pain in the shit ass. What's up? Your package is still missing. Yeah,
Wow,
good luck. I don't think you're going to get it, but I hope
how
you
long
do.
has that been missing for now?
It's been missing for a while. It's been missing for a while, hasn't it, Wigway?
It sounds like you're never going to get it.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting it. Or if you do, you might get it like 2 months from now.
Probably been delivered to the wrong place.
Yeah. I don't know.
Last Friday. Oh, so it's been missing since last Friday.
I thought it was missing longer than that.
So it's not quite a week yet. There's still a chance.
Yeah, I mean, you might. I thought it was longer than that. On StreamYards, I can't see none of these emojis.
No, it just shows up as writing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just shows up as running. Everybody's emojis, even like the
But
emojis from that are in there. You know, they turn up as hand pink waving. What the hell
yeah.
was that? You know, stupid. But yeah,
All right. So it was supposed to be re-delivered on Saturday and didn't. Well, might still turn up yet.
yeah, you never know. It might. Deep
Looks
Run Mike.
yes.
Deep Run Mike, you got to try the custom emojis that only members can use, not those
Yeah.
other emojis.
Get you the most out of your membership.
Yeah,
Using
use
the
use
common
those
ones.
custom emojis, even if you don't like them. Use the digger one. There you go.
And they haven't called you.
Someone
Give
was
them
there.
another ring.
Yeah,
If it's not there tomorrow, give them another call, Wigwag.
yeah, call them up again. I gotta scroll back and see when I asked Wigwag how he was, if he answered me.
Yeah, he did. He said it was last Friday.
Huh?
Last
No,
Friday, it should have been delivered.
no, how he's feeling.
Oh,
Hey there.
they both have got
He's getting better.
a
I
cough.
was getting better, but now I have a cough. But we are on the mend. Yeah, you know. I have a cough too now. Yeah,
Might
you'll
be,
get better.
might be getting a computer virus there, Jerry.
That's funny, Digger. Computer virus. Wonder if I got it from Wigwag.
Possibly. You're both online a lot together.
Damn you, Wigwag. It's a computer virus. That was funny, Digger. That was good. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up, Digger. It's 2 hours.
Really, that's gone quickly. It's
Yeah.
been good fun, hasn't it? Talking about the weathering and the deer hunting season and that.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about weathering for almost an hour, and then everything else was another hour, give or take.
It kind of went really quick this couple of hours. Doesn't feel like a couple of hours at all.
I know. Doesn't.
Grandkids. That's no good, Mike. You see, I'm avoiding grandchildren at the moment now, and because it's half-term school holidays this week now, and so this week coming, we'll probably see the grandchildren then.
Those little rug rats are no good.
Yeah, if they're coughing and sneezing, I won't be getting too close.
I'll go via Third Rail Thursday at 7. Okay. Well, I hope everybody that's under the weather starts feeling a little better. That was a little rhyme. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Digger, for hanging out with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, chaps.
Thanks for sharing your weathering tips with Dwight Curley because he needs all the help he can get.
Absolute pleasure.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. See ya. Ciao. Hey.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Cheers, fools. Cosmic. Robert, you're still here? All right, Robert. Thanks for hanging on.
Bye, everyone.
Off to the train shed with you. Ciao.